Hi guys, today I'm here to do a tag with an ugly sweater. Can we appreciate the awesomeness of this? It's so great. It is the book to movie adaptation quote tag, and I was tagged by the creator, which is Real Readers Inc. Hope I got that right. And you're basically given some quotes and some questions related to that quote from a certain book or movie, and the only rule is that you cannot answer the question using the characters from that book and movie. Make sense? I don't know. I'll leave the instructions down below, but it's pretty simple. Let's go right into it.
If you ever do decide to write anything else, I would love to read it. Frankly, I'd read your grocery list.
Which is clearly from Hazel Grace Lancaster from The Fault in Our Stars, and the question is, which author would you read anything, and I mean anything, from? Courtney Summers. I would read anything by Courtney Summers. And I've actually said this many times before, but if she wrote a book about cows in the moon eating ice cream, I would read it. I would read it and I would love it. I would love the book. I would love it.
You foul, loathsome little evil cockroach.
Which is by Hermione Granger in The Prisoner of Azkaban, and the question is, name a character you just want to punch in the face. Ever from the Evermore books, Immortal series, whatever, I hate her so much she can just die. Die ever, die.
I volunteer as tribute.
Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games, and it is, which character from absolutely any book would you volunteer for if our world was anything like The Hunger Games? None? If I really had to pick one, I would, oh, I was gonna say Will Grayson, but, from Will Grayson, but there's two, and I love them both. If I really had to, I would go with Vin from the Final Empire Mistborn series, because I would know that at least, she would be able to bring down the whole empire, so, Vin. And the Hunger Games would cease to exist, much like Katniss did, but she has, like, magic powers, so it would be like faster and awesomer and like cool. Yeah.
Fear doesn't shut you down, it wakes you up.
4 from Divergent, and which scary book kept you up all night? I don't think it was like that scary, but it was just so nerve-wracking, and it was just getting the feels for everyone, and I was just so creeped out and freaked out that I couldn't sleep that night. I had nightmares about aliens and dying in the moon. Yeah. It's scary in a sort of, not while you're reading it, but like after, your mind is just like spooked, and yeah.
The problem isn't finding out where you want to go. It's figuring out what are you going to do once you get there.
Jamie from A Walk to Remember, and it is, which character's journey are you willing to take? I think Mince from Why We Broke Up, because I just feel like she has such a beautiful story and she grows so much throughout the novel, like so much character development, and she learns so much from her past experiences, and I just love everything she learns, and I just think it's a beautiful journey of self-discovery, even though she breaks up, but breaking up is part of the human existence and life. And yeah, I've gone through my share of breakups, and I don't think I did it as gracefully as she did, so I love Min. I love Min. But let's face it, nobody wants to hear about the motivational story, so we're gonna go with Elena from Shadow and Bone, because badass.
I suppose in the end, the whole of life becomes an act of letting go, but what always hurts the most is not taking a moment to say goodbye.
By P. Patel. From The Life of Pi, which book ending made you really sad that you just did not want to let go?
When I truly understood my enemy, understood him well enough to defeat him, then, in that very moment, I also loved him.
Ender Wigging from Ender's Game, which character do you hate but love? I guess also from Shadow and Bone it would be the Darkling. I mean, he's not evil, he's just misunderstood. Yeah.
You're stealing a book. Why? When life robs you, sometimes you have to rob it back.
From the Book Thief. Name a book that you lent out and it's been a while since you've seen it and you would gladly take it back. I know who has it. I want it back. Yeah. I know you. I know you have it.
So if this does end up being the last letter, I just want you to know that I was in a bad place before I started high school, and you helped me.
Charlie, from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which book helped you get through tough times? And it's actually The Perks of Being a Wallflower, but that's not fair. That's cheating in the game. So I need to pick another book. And I'm sure it's no surprise to you that I'm gonna pick Cut by Patricia McCormick because I talk about it in almost every video. But it is that one book that really made a difference in my recovery and helped me get better. And I also have one more, which is 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher, and at a risk of sounding super dramatic, which I'm not being at all. I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything. But this book literally saved my life. I mean, books save lives, believe it or not. So these two books really have a big impact in my life. But if it weren't cheating, I would have gone with Perks of Being a Wallflower, for sure.
Will you have peace or war?
I will have war. My dog just jumped, I'm sorry.
I will have war.
From The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies. Which character will you stand by with in a war till the very end? Vin? From the Mistborn series? Because I would know I would live? But because I really do feel like strongly about their cause, I would go with The Lord of the Rings. I mean, that's not from The Hobbit. But I'm still not sure if that counts. And last...
Eat my shit.
Minnie from The Help. Which character would you give Minnie's pie to? Joffrey. And those were the questions. This was so much fun. I had so much fun like thinking which books to pick and which characters to like kill. Well, punch and give shit pies, technically speaking. But I would also kill them. So thank you so much for tagging me. To anyone that wants to do the tag, I'll leave the... So thank you so much for tagging me. To anyone that wants to do the tag, I will leave the original video link down below, of course. And also all the questions. It's really fun. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Well, that's rude. Someone just called and it was the wrong number and they were like, they just hung up on me. Like, bitches. Male bitches. Ay, que está equivocado, señor. Vin? From the Mistborn series? Because... oh my god. ¿Se volvió a equivocar?
Sí, bueno.
Bueno.
Hola. ¿Me dio este número que ocupaba una llanta?
Nope.